So hello everyone, this is Crypto Bull signing on. Sorry I did not post a video a couple of days ago as I stated. I was pretty busy and doing some trading and finding some calls for my private group. You can send me a message on my Twitter at bullofcrypto or on my Telegram at crypto_bull. And in case you're interested in joining for the next month, but I just wanted to start over here with what I've been saying on Twitter. I really recommend you follow my Twitter. I update that daily, a few times a day. Sometimes I get the chance to make a video. If you see this camel and don't understand what it is, feel free to give a follow. It's just a pretty drawing that I made and I thought it was funny. And boom, after I made that drawing and published it, we got this really big candle and broke this resistance line and haven't been looking at it. Haven't been looking back since. So last night I left off with this picture image of this bullish flag formation with a question mark, just to see if like where we were, whether we were testing support or the breakout again right below here. But clearly it was a bullish flag. We saw another really big candle with a lot of volume, sort of like to confirm the uptrend, and we haven't looked back since. We went back over here to this new short-term support, and we're bouncing back up. If you haven't been following my channel, I said that the first resistance was going to be at around 9,000, which is this red line here. We're approaching it, so hopefully we do something good. Okay, so let's look at the chart we left off in the last video. So this is the chart we left on last video. I try not to change it until we look at it over again. Let me see if I did change it. Well, I did change it a bit. So last time I published it, we were over here. You can see. So we saw this uptrend. We saw it go back down to this resistance line, and then it found this new support over here. Kept bouncing off of it, and then we broke out. And this is where we saw the big 6-7% increase in a matter of hours, where we then, as I stated on my Twitter, where we then went back down after we reached the 9,100 level. I thought it was going to reach 9,200. Didn't quite reach there, but I'm fine with it. It's close. Just to sort of like, in case you're trading on BitMEX, and if not, if you're just hodling, then this shouldn't be an issue. So then after this, we went on a really pretty small downtrend. Again, identifying different supports. Saw a fake breakdown here. And then since I drew the camel over here, we haven't looked back since. Okay, and if you already saw it on my charts on my Telegram, here they are. Okay, yeah, you can go check it. It's free. It's free. That's why I'm letting you guys know. So things are looking good. We're up 50% from the lows. I know it's kind of a cheat just to measure the very bottom of the lows, but that's a pretty good idea. What I want you to look at is that this uptrend, the small uptrend, has been done with so much volume here. Sort of like, and volume is sort of used to, sort of like a lie detector per se. So big moves with little volumes are not as, how to say, we shouldn't trust them as much as big moves with big volume, because there's a lot of people trading it and sort of like a lot of people confirming that the uptrend is sort of like what we're looking at. So this is what I'm looking at. This is another chart that I shared on my Twitter and my Telegram. I simply put a few to identify supports after we went down. I identified the bounce here, and since then we haven't looked back. So following a similar strategy, I'm trying to identify the next resistances. And to do that, I put a potential resistance here where we've done it 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So I think that we will see sort of a small resistance here. And then the second one, if it breaks this one, we might go to 9,500. But again, we need a lot of volume to sort of like confirm this breakout. But looking at it here, it's the most volume we've had in the last month. I mean, look at this bar. It's at the same amount of volume as we were at the tip. So and look at the price movement here. So that's pretty significant in my opinion. So yep, this is what I'm looking at here. So where might we go right now? Okay, so let's draw a few lines. We've broken out of this one, so I'm just going to delete it. Just going to delete this one. We might still be needing to useful. Okay, let's do this. So we're facing resistance here. Okay, it was the local high when we were here on this small bullish trend. Then we had a small correction, and then we're going back up again. So it's kind of hard to look. If you're sort of like day trading this, I wouldn't be buying right now. But if you're in the long haul, I mean, this is still a good place to buy. I mean, stochastic RSI is still in the lower parts. Even after this bull trend, MACD's positive, maybe trending back down. RSI nearing overbought. So what I think will happen, in my opinion, which is not financial advice, because I'm not a financial advisor, what I think will happen is that we will go back down to around the 8,600 level after we reach this resistance before moving back up again and trying to break this. Sort of like trying to form a few waves. Impulse Elliott's waves. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Where the fifth one is where we break out. This is sort of like the pattern that I'm looking at right here. So this is what I'm looking at in particular. And in the bearish scenario, if this support doesn't hold, we might look at it go until 8,400. And if this one breaks, oh man, which I really hope doesn't happen, we might see it go all the way down to 7,800 again. Yeah, and this might happen all within the next couple of days. I mean, Bitcoin has been pretty volatile. We've had swings from 15% up, and then we had 12% drop. So yes, it is pretty volatile. But as I always say, don't invest more than you're willing to lose, and always have sort of like a sound strategy. But I really am looking at this volume bar here, and I'm liking the movements. I'm liking Bitcoin here. Hopefully, we can get out of the downtrend. Out of the downtrend for some. Okay. Yeah. Hopefully, we will reach the top of this. We will reach this resistance here. Over here at around 9,500, 9,700 before making a move back down. But I don't expect we will be reaching 12,000 until the end of February, perhaps. Ethereum looking good as well. I'm not gonna be drawing any of these charts because these are for like the private group. I have on a separate Tradingview. We've been trading Enigma. Broke out of this descending triangle, so that was pretty good. We set up a buy order here at around 30K, so it's been a good trade for us. We have Doge, so we trade altcoins in the in the private group. In case you're interested in joining for next month, I really appreciate that support. Again, hopefully you guys learned something. I will be listing the Twitter, which is at bullofcrypto, and my Telegram for a direct message is at crypto bull. So if you have any questions you want to send me personally, do make sure to follow me on Twitter and to follow me on my Telegram channel, which is listed on the description notes below. So thank you guys for listening to this. Remember to subscribe. It's free. It's free to follow me. It's free to join the channel. It doesn't cost you anything, and you might get to learn a thing or two. So thanks for watching this, and hopefully you learned something. Remember, crypto is very volatile, and we might be seeing it make a run to 9,100 once again. Thanks.